Hello and welcome back to the SIRIUS short course tutorial series. In this video, we are going to go over the general structure of the SIRIUS compute dialog. I'm going to focus on only the most important parameters here. Please refer to the more in-depth videos for more details. To compute annotation results for a feature, we can either select a singular feature or a subset of features in the feature list and then right-click Compute, or we can just use the Compute All button at the top. This compute panel is segmented into a global settings section and 6 subtools, each serving a very specific function in a SIRIUS workflow. We can hover over most settings to see a brief explanation of their function. In most cases, the default parameters work well for an initial analysis. At the very top of the panel, we can select parameter presets. SIRIUS provides presets for some common scenarios. You can edit and save parameter presets to make future analyses more convenient. You can even export a preset to share it with your colleagues. The global configuration contains two very important parameters. The first is the list of fallback adducts that should be considered when a feature does not have an adduct assigned to it after data import. It's important here to select a set of realistically expected adducts, as selecting just all of them can lead to false positives. The second parameter is the list of databases SIRIUS should search in. This sets the databases for Spectral library search, Formula database search, if selected later on, and structure database search. Our imported custom databases will always be shown at the very top of the list. The first subtool we are looking at is Spectral library search. SIRIUS supports identity search, meaning that library spectra with the same precursor mass are matched against our query spectra, but also analog search, meaning that library spectra with different precursor masses are also matched against our query spectra. After enabling the tool, we can select the precursor, deviation, and also enable analog search. Performing spectral library search is optional in a SIRIUS workflow. Next, SIRIUS molecular formula identification annotates every feature with a molecular formula. This is the first mandatory step in every SIRIUS analysis and cannot be skipped. We'll look at the parameters of this subtool in detail in a separate video. Formula identification results can optionally be improved by Zodiac, which should only be used on whole datasets of related compounds, which is the case for most biological samples. This step can be resource intensive, especially for large datasets, and is also optional. After identifying the molecular formula, we can predict the molecular fingerprint together with Canopus compound classes. This is again a mandatory step and cannot be skipped on our road to structure annotations. After the fingerprint is predicted, it can be used to perform structure database search using CSI Finger ID or de novo structure prediction using MS Novelist. This step will produce structure annotation results. If the recompute box is checked, results from previous computations will be fully overwritten. The advanced mode toggle on the top right can be used to enable more specific settings. Please refer to the written documentation for details. Parameters that you have set in the graphical user interface here can easily be exported to the command line tool or the API via the corresponding buttons at the bottom. Computation will start after pressing the compute button at the bottom right.